Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. What is the hamster wheel and how do I jump off of it? Well, I'm glad you asked. See, people on my channel, we talk about the hamster wheel all the time. But what most people don't understand is, what is the hamster wheel? Well, I keep it simple. The hamster wheel is doing something over and over and over again and not making any progress. Most of us think that the hamster wheel has everything to do with your job. Going in there, punching the clock, just to pay the bills, just to survive. No, it's deeper than that. You can be unemployed and dead broke and be on the hamster wheel. Yeah, because you're not looking for a job, or you're not looking diligently for a job. The sad thing about it is, most of us are on more than one hamster wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say that again. Most of us are on more than one hamster wheel. You're on a hamster wheel on your job. You're on the hamster wheel in your relationship. Hell, you're on the hamster wheel at church with your spirituality. But it goes even further than that. In your investments. Yeah, my buddy John, all he used to do was watch his investments go up and down, up and down. That's all he did. He didn't move any money. He didn't withdraw any money. He didn't add to it. He just did the same thing day in and day out. And guess what? When he died, his shares were still trading. Yeah. Well, how do we get ourselves in these situations? Well, that's simple too. This is a proven fact that 57% of Americans never pick up another book once they graduate high school. So most of y'all watching this video right now, you're not reading. You're not taking any type of training or doing anything to improve your life. So you're constructing your hamster wheel and you take it everywhere you go. And you say, Cal, you're crazy. No, it's all connected. If you don't think your job is connected to your relationship, which is connected to your spirituality, which is connected to your money, then you got another thing coming. You can be on the hamster wheel in retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just a golden hamster wheel. You're not doing anything. Everything's going out, nothing's coming in. But we're not exercising. We're not eating better. We're not doing anything to improve our lives. So we construct these hamster wheels everywhere you go. And it says we don't read, we don't pick up another book, period. That means the Bible. So that's why some of y'all are stuck spiritually. You go to church every Sunday, and all you do is listen to the preacher and what he has to say. You don't read the Bible, and you certainly do not practice the principles and the universal law that's taught in the Bible. So you're doing the same thing over and over. You're still backsliding. All these years you go to that church and there's no progress. You're on a religious hamster wheel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to help you. I can tell you how to jump off any hamster wheel that you have in your life. First of all, you got to do something different. Sometimes all it takes to get off the hamster wheel is do the opposite of what you're doing now, which is nothing. You're on welfare, you're on the welfare hamster wheel. All you're doing is collecting that check month after month after month. You're not making any progress. Get a job. Do something different. You're in that old relationship. You've been in a relationship for 10 years. The bum can't keep a job. He won't pay child support. Or the lady's uncooperative. You still begging after 10 years for any intimacy or any love or any bedroom action. It's time to move on, ladies and gentlemen. You're in that relationship hamster wheel. Your communication hasn't grown to another level. Y'all need to listen to me today. See, I know a little bit more about than the Philippines and relationships. I know a little bit about life. I know a little bit about jumping off the hamster wheel and constructing hamster wheels. It's all connected though. You got to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again without making any progress. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I interviewed my brother yesterday. He jumped off the hamster wheel. He turned his life around. He did something different. He went from being a drug addict for 25 years to now, with his money, his investments, his assets, he's worth over $1 million today. He jumped off the hamster wheel. And a lot of you think, oh, I made it, I'm in retirement. I jumped off the hamster wheel. No, you just jumped on another one. It's all connected, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to help you. Nobody else is going to talk to you about stuff like this because they don't know how. They don't know how to help you do that 180. I do, because I did it myself. I went from the crack house to the penthouse of life. I jumped off every hamster wheel I had. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Stop constructing a hamster wheel. You know, they say that the first step to solving any problem is to admit you got a problem. You got to admit there's something wrong. You're not making any progress in that relationship, on that job. See? You got to get honest with yourself. Evaluate your situation, ladies and gentlemen. If he hasn't been paying child support this long and you've been trusting him to do it, damn it, do something different. Go downtown. If the lady don't want to give you no loving, no affection in the bedroom, get you a lawyer and divorce her. But to jump off the hamster wheel is real simple. You got to do something different. You got to do something different than what you're doing. Take care. And remember, all a hamster wheel is doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're not making any progress. Start reading that Bible if you want to grow in your religion, if you want to grow in your spirituality. Hell, 30 years and you still backsliding. 30 years and you still can't put the devil behind you.